I've been boxing for a long time now. One of the biggest lessons I learned from boxing is that when you take an L, you have to bounce back. You have to learn from your mistakes, figure out why you took that L, and then overcome it the next time. So you never quit, you always keep going. Even if you lose, you bounce back, you got another day, there's another fight, you gotta win the next fight. Anybody who comes to a boxing gym will learn that lesson because you're gonna take L's. It's just like life though. In life, you're definitely gonna take L's. And if you learn from those L's, you become stronger, better, wiser, smarter. Learning from your mistakes is very important in life and in boxing. In our book, L doesn't stand for loss. It stands for lessons learned. Throughout this 10-year journey of APJ Boxing, we took many L's. First big L we took was 2012. I just opened the gym, tore down the walls in the office space, and created a space for a boxing gym. Not really an ideal spot, but we made it work. 6 months in, just starting to start everything up. And then my son hands me this piece of paper. Say, Dad, hey, this was on the front door when I walked in. Gives me the paper, I read it. It says, you have to shut down immediately. This letter was from the city of Poughkeepsie. So we had to shut down immediately. Apparently, I didn't get the proper permits. I did hours and hours and hours of research. I tried to make a detailed plan where I cover every aspect of this whole thing, but I did not know about those permits. So they shut me down immediately. I got frustrated. I got stressed. I didn't know what to do. I just put all my money into this place, and now I have to shut down. So me knowing that the show must go on, I immediately started thinking about other ways that I can make ends meet. I did not think, how could I open this gym back up? How could I make this gym pop? I started thinking of other ways that I can make some money. I kind of went away from boxing. What made me get back into it is because the landlord said, hey, I know you haven't been using this space because the city shut you down, but we still need our rent. And to me, I'm like, I can't even use the facility. How am I supposed to make money to pay you guys rent? But business is business. I signed a lease and these people want their money. So I kind of had to keep going. Once I got that letter from them telling me that, I tried to figure out what I needed to do to get the proper permits. So I went through the process of getting the permits and everything. And as I'm doing that, the landlord reaches out to me. He says, hey man, we got a bigger and better spot for you. It's about 2 times the size of the spot you're in now. It's gonna take a little work cleaning it up and getting it right, but we'll give it to you for the same number. I said, bet. Looked at the spot, it was totally ideal. Back of the building, nobody around us. We could jump rope, we could do everything we needed to do. Signed a lease for that place, did the proper permits and everything, and here we go again.
I get the key to another place today. Trying to start the track all over again. Gotta paint, gotta do all the shit I just did. I'm very happy and proud, but it's a lot of work that I gotta do. Happy though, extremely happy, because we moved up and we're shooting this video sooner than I thought. I thought it would be like 2-3 years from now, but now it's 6 months later. Doing this shit so fast, I couldn't even get when we was done painting. I try to get every step that we doing. My boy Pete came to help.
You know what the DD is. Pete.
Everything that I did 6 months ago, I had to do again for this new place. So the lesson with there was to keep going. Don't doubt yourself. keep going, keep pushing. I learned the lesson, or at least I thought I did. So second location, bigger and better location. We're doing well. We got fighters coming in left and right. As we're going through the second location, we're fighting, we're doing tournaments. We went to the Golden Gloves multiple times, went to Olympic trials, all in this location. And about our second year at this location, time started to get hard. We weren't getting as many clients because I had to actually focus on the business, and I had to focus on training my guys. We were in different tournaments, we were in Olympic trials, we were doing these different things. I had to train them and run the business. It was almost impossible the way I was doing it. Times got hard. We couldn't afford the rent. You got two options. You can take care of the business and start getting clients, and then you're gonna have to sacrifice training these guys for this championship fights. Or you could train these guys for these championship fights, but you're gonna sacrifice your gym. I chose the fighters. I traveled around with my guys, bringing them to different places to spar. I really put 100% in my fighters. But that year, Dominique Dimes Crowder won the Golden Gloves Championship at the Barclays Center. That was by far the biggest achievement that we've got so far.
Yo, it's going down tonight. My boy Dominique, the Dominator Crowder, about to take it home, the championship. We at the Barclays Center already. We here early, man.
Crowder knows that, so I think this is going to be a good battle back and forth between these young guys.
It'll be contested at 123 for the introductions. Kevin Van Meter.
In the gold corner, Dominique Crowder, 22 from APJ Boxing Club. Dominique is a student from Poughkeepsie. And in the blue corner, Ariel Lopez, 20 years old from Gleason's Gym. Ariel is a student from Brooklyn.
We got that to that point because we chose to sacrifice and really buckle down and really train and really travel for sparring and do everything that we needed to do to actually win.
Your 123-pound open champion is from the gold corner, Dominique Crowder.
Dominique Crowder,
Just one, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have a very special.
Unfortunately, the business side suffered because of that. And we ended up not being able to pay our back rent, and we ended up having to leave that location. We leave that location. I talked to my uncle. He owned a warehouse on Winnicke Avenue in Poughkeepsie. I said, hey, uncle, I need a place to store my equipment. We have to shut down our gym. My uncle, being the great man that he is, said, no problem. I got a place for you. He let me store my stuff, and then for about a year, I was in limbo, doubting the whole boxing thing again. I am trying to figure out other ways I can make ends meet and other ways I can survive. Thinking about getting a 9-to-5, thinking about moving to California with my family. There's a lot of things going through my head. So I sat and I thought, these are my options. I can go get a job, I can go move to a different city and start over, or I can continue this boxing thing. First two options, starting over, who knows how long it would take for me to get to where I was at that point. So, I'm gonna set myself back to rebuild. Second option, get a job. I was going to become a correctional officer. A lot of guys were talking to me about it. Hey man, you do this correctional officer thing, you'll make the money that you're trying to make, my future and retirement and all these different things, until I really thought about it. And I said, hey, I'll be financially set if I get this job, but I'm gonna be miserable. I'm not gonna have my time to myself, which I really cherish. And I thought about boxing. I'm happy doing boxing. It's what I enjoy doing. I could wake up every day and look forward to going to boxing. So that's what made me make my choice. So at that point, I decided boxing is my life. I'm gonna run with this shit until the wheels fall off, or we gonna make something happen. So I took the chance, and I'm happy I did. It's that voice. It's telling me, keep going, keep going. So now I'm at the warehouse. Everything is going good. We're building clients. Our client base is building bigger than it ever has built before, right? And we're in this warehouse. This warehouse was an abandoned warehouse under construction in the back of one of the worst neighborhoods in Poughkeepsie. And we're getting clients. People are coming. They don't care about how it looks. They actually love the look. Once I made that declaration that this is going to be my life, things seem to change at that point for the better. This warehouse was a place where I was just supposed to store my equipment. When I got a resurgence, I got the vibe back in me, the boxing vibe, I turned the place into a gym. So yeah, my uncle comes to me and he's like, hey man, you know, this place was only supposed to be used for storage. If somebody gets hurt in this place, you know, I'm liable for it, so I can't really let you run business out of this place, which destroyed me. You know what I mean? Every time this happened, kind of broke me down. But this time, I bounced back a little faster. Each time that I took an L, I bounced back a little quicker. And this time, instantly, I started thinking of plan B. But it wasn't no plan outside of boxing. It was boxing. What can I do to keep this boxing gym open? And I tell you, literally, half an hour after my uncle tells me I have to shut down at the warehouse, I run into a guy who's a manager at a building, and he tells me they have a space open that would be perfect for the boxing. It was like God said, being that you did not get frustrated and discouraged like you used to do and kind of give up on yourself, you kept going. I'm gonna make this easy for you. I'm gonna put you in a better place. We working. New APJ on the way. So currently we're at the best location that we ever been in thus far. This place is the perfect place for our business and our boxing gym. So I'm happy and grateful. Notice throughout this story, I always had to take an L. I had to learn from these mistakes, learn from losing and getting frustrated and giving up and taking so long to bounce back. I had to learn from these things before I become better. Each time I learned and I came back stronger, it was a better situation. That L that I took had to happen for me to move up to a better position, which is amazing. Because God put you through these trials and tribulations to build you up for the next step. On the surface, it's a challenge and you get frustrated and it's rough, but it's all to set you up for better. And these are the things I learned from taking L's. Taking L's is the greatest thing that ever happened to me in my life. My word of advice, if you go through hard times, you go through struggles, you always have to think, God is preparing me for the next level. God is testing me to see how bad I want it. Am I going to give up at the first sign of adversity? These are things that I also learned from boxing. And when you relate it to life, you know, the lesson is clear as day. L stands for lessons learned.